You see, the church is not about having a big group of people here. And when I invite someone to church, I'm not inviting them to add their name to a list or to a roll. That's not what I want. That's not what we're trying to do. Okay? We are building the church our friends and neighbors will join and that our children will lead, because as that church is built, Jesus was establishing his church with his disciples and the group that was larger beyond that. As we build that, we're not just adding names to the list. When we add somebody else to the church, we add someone else who can make a difference in this community and in this town and in the lives of the people around us. You say, hey, Pastor Daniel, listen, I got a deal for you. You can have a church of 1,000 people tomorrow, but all they're going to do is come and hear you preach. Hard pass. Because that's not what this is. This is not just a crowd of people to hear me preach or to hear Derek sing. This is a group of people to transform this community, to make a difference. And Jesus didn't gather these 12 disciples to be his cronies and his buddies, to just listen to him talk. He gathered to train them up so that he could send them out like he just did in this passage. And so when Jesus sends the 12 disciples out, and then later in chapter 10, which we'll look at in 2 weeks, he sends 70 out. When he sends them out, the purpose of the church is seen. That the purpose of the church then and now is helping people. That's the purpose. And the purpose of growing the church is helping more people. So instead of a church of 1,000 people who just sit and come and listen to me talk, I'd rather have a church of 100 people who take the message out into this community. That's what we're building here. We're not building a gathering of listeners. We're building an organism, an organization, an army of people to go out and make a difference in the lives of the broken people all around us. And I guarantee you that a church of 100 people that are passionate about the community will make a far bigger impact than a group of 1,000 that just come in here and hear me talk and walk out the doors. In this passage, we'll see that Jesus was surrounded by thousands of people, but he constantly pushed them away so that he could focus on these 12, because he knew this 12 was going to make the difference in the world.